Students in Blair Middle School's Future Problem-Solving class had the opportunity to participate in the Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff STEM Challenge. For the challenge, students designed towers made out of paper and tape that had to hold a can of vegetables for 1 minute. They had 3 weeks to come up with a design, a prototype, and a final project.
We've done quite a few of these engineering challenges within the class. However, these materials seem to be posing a challenge to them. So it's been interesting to see how they're overcoming those challenges, problem solving, troubleshooting, and thinking about what they know about structural engineering, which is very little, but they do have some good ideas.
I thought it was gonna be easy from the start, but when I found out that we had limited tape, it was kind of hard because limited tape and paper. We only had 30 pieces of paper to use, and that's it. And we had to make it tall, but somehow use less paper, because the less paper the better, and the taller the better. Yeah.
Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Christopher Grady, and his wife Christine came to Blair to judge the structures. The Admiral went from team to team, talking with students about their towers and tallying scores for each of them. Winners were announced at the end of the visit, but it's the experience itself that will stay with these students.
It was really cool, but when he came to test it out, it was pretty nerve-wracking. It was we were all shaking, but it's really cool afterwards just to see someone that high up come in and do something for us and take the time to do it.
They all did a great job. They all worked. And we had such a diversity of designs, and they all worked. It was fantastic. Mr. Knight, what he has done and what this school has done to inspire the idea of solving wicked hard problems, which this young generation is going to have to do, his mission is way more important than mine, and so I give him all the credit in the world.
Students in Maury High School's Medical and Health Specialties program spend a large amount of time learning at Eastern Virginia Medical School. During this visit to the Human Anatomy Lab, the forensic medicine class, which is made up mostly of sophomores, studied human bones to determine their age, sex, ethnicity, and stature. This hands-on introduction to forensic anthropology enabled students to gain valuable insight beyond a textbook.
I want them to be able to have bench skills, not just be book smart, but to be able to use tools. So over at the pelvis station against the back wall, they're using calipers, rulers, and protractors. A lot of kids do a lot of book work and they're very book smart, but they don't have hands-on skills. My goal is problem solving, bench skills, and to develop an interest in math and science.
We're determining sex, age, ethnicity of skulls by looking at their teeth, looking at their mouths, looking at the back of their skulls and the front. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to actually look at all the skulls because you don't usually get to do that.
Being here with EVMS, and just most people aren't able to have this opportunity to actually look at real skulls and real pelvises and features of a real human, and to be able to identify and analyze them. I want to be a neurosurgeon, so surgically being able to deal with bones and different types of things. It's very eye-opening.
Parents, family members, and young artists gathered at the Kroc Center for Norfolk Public Schools Youth Art Month show. This well-attended event featured approximately 300 pieces of artwork from students in grades kindergarten through 5. Because this is the first art show held in 3 years, students and their teachers could talk about their artwork in an exciting and unique setting.
Fantastic, yeah, she did a beautiful job. This was abstract artwork, so she took a regular image, took a little, almost like a puzzle piece of it, out of it, and then made that into her artwork. So, yeah, it's beautiful.
Abstract, and I like the colors that I put into them because I like bright and dark colors, so I chose more the bright colors and some dark colors.
This first art show of the year gave parents an up-close look at what students are learning in art class and the opportunity for them to admire their children's artistic talents.
One of the best things about these art shows is it brings out the community, it brings out parents and guardians, it brings out our stakeholders, and we get to engage them in the art making process. The things that we're doing in the classroom, it immerses the families in that experience. And there's nothing that warms my heart more than seeing the students stand in front of their artwork and parents taking photographs of that.
It feels wonderful. I'm really proud of her, all her talents. She just amazes me every day with something different. I didn't even see this coming. I just looked at my messages and saw your child has been selected. So I'm like, okay. So I'm glad to come here and see her work and just proud, super proud of her.
Norfolk Public Schools partnered with the Mideastern Athletic Conference and Town Bank to provide outstanding opportunities for our students. As the winners of this year's Read with MEAC contest, Taylor Elementary hosted a terrific celebration, complete with a DJ and mascots and cheerleaders from MEAC schools. Taylor received a check for $2,000, and they also had the top reading class in the competition. While this energetic pep rally was great fun for all those in attendance, it was made possible because students read books.
Town Bank has been a sponsor of the MEAC for ages, and definitely Read with the MEAC. We prepare the certificates for all of the kids who have read all the books, and this is something that we can really, really get behind, because if you can't read, you cannot go forward and you cannot progress.
It's exciting. It's really exciting. It's, just seeing the students just excited about reading, enjoying the pep rally and the DJ and dancing. So being connected to the Norfolk Public Schools in the reading contest and then with the college fair is just a way for us to touch the community.
Well, I hope that the students really appreciate the excitement, the recognition that they receive, and it will really motivate them to continue to read and to read at high levels. We are blessed to have MEAC as a partner with Norfolk Public Schools, to have the HBCUs come out and celebrate with our boys and girls. It just means a lot.
The next day, all 5 of Norfolk's high schools traveled to the Harrison Opera House for the MEAC College Fair. Representatives from several MEAC schools were on hand to answer any questions students had about their colleges and universities.
The importance of the MEAC College Fair is great. The students are exposed to a variety of colleges and universities, and it provides an opportunity for students to see post-secondary opportunities so that each student is equipped for the world after they graduate from high school.
One of my favorite interactions is always seeing the student's face light up when they are like, "Oh, do you have this program?" And I'm like, "Yes, we have that program for you. If you want to be a psychology major, if you want to be in criminal justice, we got you covered. Definitely come talk to me some more. I'll tell you all about it." And the students really light up, and that just really helps me get energy to keep going.
It's pretty cool. I'm learning new things about Norfolk State University and the different majors and different minors and different things and activities that's going on. So I'm really interested in learning more about the actual college and what it offers, like the opportunities that you can, possibly gain from it.
It's been good. They've told us information that we need to know about college life and how to get in. And I asked about literature and psychology, and all of them were able to provide information on both of them, on whether I want to major in them and the programs that they have. So I think it was really helpful.
Lake Taylor High School teacher Kevon Mills held a special signing in the school's media center for his new book, Bullets Have No Eyes. Mills, a 2012 graduate of Lake Taylor, wrote the book in about a month and wanted to give students a story they could relate to. Students, including the one featured on the book's cover, and staff members came by to show their support for Lake Taylor's newest author.
This is his first book, so I think it was great. When it came out, I read it, and it was a quick read. He based it at Lake Taylor. So, of course, the names were changed and everything like that, but it was interesting to to have a story about a student, because we have so many here that are in that predicament or situation like the one in his book.
It's based off of reality. Even though it's fictional, it's based off of some of the things that as a teacher you may see, or even some of the things you encounter. It feels good. It feels good. It's something that it was one of my gifts that I kind of put on the shelf, and I worked in one area for a very long time, so now that I'm bringing it back, it's rewarding.